Hello people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Anoma here again, and I'm really grateful for the support you have shown me from day one. Excuse me. On today's tutorial, I would like to first and foremost I'd like to thank all my subscribers, and if you are just joining, you most definitely welcome. And please don't forget to press the notification bell anytime you subscribe, so that in case I upload a new video, it will appear on your messages, or so that you can watch as I grow. Yes. And on today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make it. Is quite similar to that of last week's tutorial, the last video I did. It's also a fringe. This is also a fringe earring, but the style of this particular tutorial is quite different, and I'd like to share with you. Please stick and stay, and I'll get back to you in a second. Yes, I'll put the materials in the description box below, and please kindly send me your comments and let me know if you were able to understand the tutorial or not. And unfortunately, I'm using smaller beads than before, and these are also 1 minute, let me check. Yeah, it's also jablonex rocaille, like what I used the last time. Yeah, jablonex rocaille. Excuse my nails please, because I have this rough irritation from my skin, and my skin is kind of peeling off, so kindly excuse please. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm using jablonex rocaille 11 loose. That's what is written. Let me show you again. Yeah, jablonex rocaille. And for me, these are quite small than what I used to use before, so please, if it's not pardon me for that. I'll try to get more bigger beads to be able to make more tutorials on this. Thank you very much. Yeah, so to begin with, this is how you do it. Okay, you pick 2 beads, and then you take your triangular metal piece here, and then you lean it against it. You make sure it's on top, and you put your thumb on the thread to make sure it's holding it, and then you pass through the space here with your needle. Okay, you pass through your space here with your needle, and then you go through. Yeah, I'm missing out. And then you just make sure you have to go through this first one, this first bead here. Okay, so let's see what happens. See, because it's not tight, it's not trying to stay. It's actually some kind of struggle when I'm starting this yeah, let it stay like this, then it's easier. Okay, now I'm getting the picture. And then you pull out. Okay, so you see, and then you go through the second one here, and you pull, you pass through the piece, and then you go through this, the second again. Okay, from the beginning, don't worry if it's in here in the middle is shifting, but you just have to push it back like that, and then you continue with the rest. Okay, pick your piece, and then make sure it's on top of the piece here. You hold your thread from this side, you push it through, you make sure your thread is landing, put your thumb on top of the thread, and then yeah, you go through it with the needle like that. It's very simple. Let's do one more time, and I'll meet you in the end. Okay, so we are making the first layer of beads is 12 beads. Yeah. Don't worry if it's moving like this, it will automatically come back when you have tightened it. Yeah, so meet you back on the end. Yes, welcome back. Hope you are all on the same page. Now this is 1 2 3 4 5 6. No, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So the first layer is 12. So we are going to go ahead to increase. What do I mean by increase? Now I have to pick 2 beads. Some of the beads are not uniform, so I pick 2 beads, and instead of me to start from the second, these are all thread bridges. Okay, the thread you see under the beads are called the thread bridges. Okay, these ones are thread bridges. So I go through the first thread bridge from here like so, and then I pull my thread. So you realize that the first, now it doesn't fall on the 2 beads exactly. The first bead is not at par with the first layer of bead, and so that makes the increase. So I go through the second bead, and then I pull my thread, and then from here I pick a bead. Pick a bead. Oops. Yes. So it goes on and on and on until you get to the last piece. Now with the last piece, you would also see that it is a little bit not in line with the last bead. It would look like what you see here, so that makes the increase. See you on the last page. Yes, welcome back. Now I hope you're all on the same page. Okay, now when you get to the last part, you would see that there's no thread bridge. All that you have to do is, because you need the increase, because if you don't add the last one to it, it's not going to be an increase. So you just have to, you have to push your needle through this part with the thread. You pick a green thread first, and then you push it through, then you pull your thread with the needle, and then it becomes the last. Okay, and then you push through. So this makes an increase, and the number of beads has also increased to 13. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my fringe. It's so simple. The first beads are going to be green beads. I'll continue with the green beads, but the first bead, the first fringe is going to be a count of 5 beads, and then this the first green beads are the only ones you are going to increase. The other layers of beads are going to be black and then white. You are going to repeat the same count until you are done, but the only increase will be with the green beads, and that is going to give you the magic. It's going to give you the design of the fringe earring. All right, so now I'll be doing this off camera. I need to remove this. I would have to fasten this is the beginning of the work. So this is your working thread. Actually, no, this is your working thread, and this is the tail of it. So what you have to do is I need to fasten. By fastening, I need to go through all of the beads so that it doesn't pull or it doesn't lose out, because I did not tie. Yeah, so I'll be doing that off camera. But before that, I'll start with my fringe. So I'm going to pick 5 beads. 1, 2, I have 3 already, and then 4, 5. You can do this on your own. You don't really need any calculation. Actually, it's really simple, but sometimes it's quite challenging because you have to make your own design. You have to pick beads and make a fringe and all that, but it's a very simple thing that you can do for yourself. So I pick 5 green beads. The second also 5 white beads, and then try to make sure that while you count them over and over again, so that, because if you miss out beads, you are going to change the style of everything, and maybe you need to unloose everything and then start again or something. That is if you want. Yes. So oops. Yeah. Okay. And then I'll just show you a few fringes, and then you can do the rest by yourself. Yes. So 3, and then 3 black beads. I pick 4 green beads. And then 3 white beads again. 2 black beads. This is my own preference of beads or of the fringe that I did. This is my own design. And then 3 white beads again. Okay, and then you have 2 black beads again. Then you go to 4 green beads. And then you pick a white, black, white, black, and then white. Yeah. Then you go for 4 green beads. And then 4 white beads. Then black, white, black, white, then 2 green beads. This is the last. So in all, I think we have about 60 beads to start the fringe. I just want to make sure that I have the equal number of beads. So we have 5, we have 5, we have 3, we have how many? 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 1. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so all that I have to do is just to shift this, and sorry if you can't see, I have to shift this. Okay, then pull my needle through, and there you go. I'm just doing this on camera. If it's not on camera, it will be quite easier. Since okay, yeah. So then you lock this, okay, and then you go from here. It's not supposed to be in my hands, but since I'm making a tutorial and it's the camera is in front of me and everything, so I'm not able to, yeah, it should be on the mats, on the beading mats actually. Yes. Then this is the last part. Okay. Yes. This is how it's going to be like. You know, this is how it's going to be like. And then from here, what do? We go through. This is a second bead. Okay, this is a second bead. I go through this bead here, like so, and then I pull my thread in my needle. So the first was 5, the second is going to be 7, because I'm adding 2 beads in each fringe. Okay, yeah. So let me just do one more and then I stop, and then you continue from there. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see if I'm right. Yes. So the only increase is going to be with the first green beads, and the others you repeat them as it is. Yes, that's if you want to make my design. Yeah. So the second 5 white beads, and then 3 black beads, 4 green beads, three white beads, 3 white beads, because I'm following the same pattern, but this is the only increase. So I have black here, I have green, I have 3 white beads, then I put on 2 black beads, and then 2 black beads, 3 white beads, yes, 3 white beads, yes, and then you push it like so, and then you take another 2 black beads and 4 green beads, and then you go from white, we are here now, white, black, white, black, and then white. and then green, 4 green beads, okay, and then 4 white beads, then you take a black, white, black, white, yes, and then you pick your last 2 green beads. That's it. Oops. Okay. And when you want your thread to be longer, you should be careful they don't tangle, or else you're going to be in trouble. Yeah, so this is what you just have to give a space out here, and then you go through the second bead from the last part, then you pull your thread slowly as you go. Yeah. It's not supposed to be in your hands. Once again, it's supposed to be on the mat, and it's quite easier like that, but I just want you to see what I'm doing or how I'm putting the beads through. This may waste your time for doing this. If you put it in your hands, you waste your time, or you pick it up, you waste time. But this is just a tutorial. That's why I'm trying to make you see it more clearly. Yeah. And the last part. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's pretty much this. So you only have to increase the first count of beads, and then you move. When you get to the middle, that is because the second layer of brick stitch or beads is 13. Okay, so you need to continue with each layer of bead, and then you have to add, okay, just to get the design you need to add two beads to each, so that after 5, from 5 you go to 7, from 7 you get to 9, and then it continues till you get to the middle. The middle is the 7th bead, and then when you get to the middle, after the 7th bead, when you get to the 8th, you start to decrease by 2 2 2 2 2 until you get to the last part. Yeah, so that's all there is to it. I'll get back to you when I get to the middle. Yeah, stay tuned. I hope you are all in this section by now. Final look of it. So it's just something simple. You have to, the only simple thing you need to do is just to add beads whilst you move. Then you decrease the beads when you get to the middle, and then you move along to the last one, and that's it. Now you can customize this in your own way. You can use different colors. You can there are so many ways of doing this, but my advice to is, oops, this thing removed. Yeah, I can do this later. just something simple to do. Yeah, so you can customize the color of beads. You can use different kinds of size of beads, but really I like to use the smaller beads simply because I mean there's something, a special effect on the beads, like you see the design really clearly and very, very nice, though sometimes it's quite challenging because you get to miss out the count, and you know, especially when you have darker colors, which you have to count. Yes, so that this is all there is to it, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. If there's anything you need to criticize on, I'm really ready for criticisms, as I'm also, you know, the tutorials I'm in for to learn from each and every one of you. If you feel you need to tell me something that I have to learn from, just feel free and do so. Thanks for subscribing to this channel, and keep supporting this stream. Thank you very much. If you're a new subscriber, please, you are most welcome, and please press on the notification to get new updates or new videos whenever I upload. Thank you very much, and happy new year. God bless.